Bella stared at the ornate mirror in the bridal suite, her reflection mocking her with a veil that felt like a noose. The dress hugged her frame perfectly, a symbol of the life she'd meticulously built, but her mind screamed otherwise. In 3 days she'd marry Ethan, the safe choice, the one her conservative family adored. The one who promised stability without the chaos of her past. But then the door flew open and there she was. Brianna, her former college soccer teammate, eyes wild with desperation, clutching a crumpled letter. "Bella, we can't let this happen," Brianna whispered fiercely, her voice cutting through the chatter of bridesmaids outside. "I came back to NYC because I can't pretend anymore. That love we buried? It's still alive, and you're about to kill it for good." Bella's heart slammed against her ribs. She'd thought she'd escaped this, buried the memories of stolen kisses in dorm rooms and whispered promises under stadium lights. How dare Brianna show up now after 5 years of silence? Ethan's family was downstairs, her parents beaming with pride at the union that aligned with their church's teachings. Bella's mind raced. What if someone heard? What if this shattered everything? She grabbed Brianna's arm, pulling her into the adjacent bathroom, the door clicking shut like a trap. "You left me," Bella hissed, her voice trembling with a mix of rage and unresolved longing. "You chose your family's expectations over us. Why now?" Brianna's blue eyes, once so full of laughter during late-night practices, now brimmed with tears. "Because I was a coward. My parents threatened to cut me off, disown me if I came out. But living without you? It's been hell. I saw your engagement announcement online, and it broke me. Bella, we're meant to be together. Rewrite this with me." Bella's thoughts swirled in turmoil. Ethan was kind, reliable, a software engineer who fit seamlessly into her life as a marketing executive in Manhattan. Their relationship was easy, free of the societal stares and family interrogations that had plagued her brief affair with Brianna. But deep down, Bella knew the truth. She'd never felt alive with Ethan the way she did with Brianna, whose touch had ignited fires she couldn't extinguish. Was this love or just nostalgia weaponized? She paced the small space, her veil swishing like an accusation. "You have no idea what this would cost me," Bella muttered to herself inwardly. "My job at the firm. Colleagues whispering about the lesbian scandal. My parents, devout Catholics, who'd pray for my soul while cutting me out of their will. And Ethan, he doesn't deserve this betrayal. But God, Brianna's here, flesh and blood, reminding me of who I really am." Brianna stepped closer, her athletic build still evident under the casual jeans and sweater she'd thrown on for the cross-country flight. "I know the risks. But think about it, we've both been living lies. You with this straight-laced charade. Me back in Chicago pretending to date men to appease my folks. We can start over here in the city, away from them." Bella's resolve cracked. Memories flooded back. Sneaking out after games, holding hands in hidden parks, the thrill of secrecy mixed with the terror of discovery. Their breakup had been brutal. Brianna's father finding a love note, forcing her into therapy to fix her. Bella had retreated into denial, dating men to prove she was normal. Now, with the wedding looming, this confrontation felt like fate's cruel joke. "Get out," Bella said finally, her voice steadier than she felt. But inside, doubt gnawed. "Am I really ready to say I do, knowing this flame still burns?" Brianna didn't budge. "Not until you admit you feel it too." The standoff stretched, tension thick as fog rolling off the Hudson. Bella's phone buzzed, Ethan wondering where she was. Panic surged. She shoved Brianna toward the door. But their hands brushed, sending electric shocks through her veins. "This isn't over," Brianna warned softly before slipping out. Bella sank against the wall, her perfect facade crumbling. How could one person upend everything? That night at the rehearsal dinner in a swanky Upper East Side restaurant, Bella forced smiles as toasts rang out. Ethan squeezed her hand, oblivious. But her eyes kept darting to the entrance, half expecting Brianna to storm in again. Inwardly, she battled. Loyalty to family versus authenticity to self. The societal pressure was immense. Friends posting about traditional marriages, her mother's subtle digs at those lifestyles. Bella excused herself to the restroom, splashing water on her face. Why did Brianna have to return now? I've built a life here, a good one. But is it mine or just a performance? Returning to the table, she caught her reflection again, pale, haunted. The first crack had appeared. and she knew it would only widen. As dessert arrived, her phone vibrated under the table. A text from an unknown number. "Meet me at our old spot in Central Park tomorrow. We need to talk." Bella deleted it quickly, but the words seared into her mind. The game had begun, and she was already losing. The next morning, Bella woke with a headache. Ethan's arm draped over her in their shared apartment. He murmured good morning, planting a kiss on her forehead. Guilt twisted in her gut like a knife. How could she even consider this? Ethan was everything society praised. Successful, straight, stable. But as she sipped coffee, staring out at the skyline, her thoughts drifted to Brianna. What if I go? Just to end it properly. Closure, that's all. She dressed casually, telling Ethan she needed to run errands for the wedding. The lie tasted bitter. Central Park buzzed with joggers and tourists, the air crisp with autumn leaves. Their old spot was a secluded bench near the Bethesda fountain, where they'd first confessed their feelings years ago. Brianna was already there, pacing, her short blonde hair tousled by the wind. "You came," she said, relief flooding her face. Bella sat rigidly, keeping distance. "Only to tell you to leave me alone. I'm getting married." But even as she said it, her voice wavered. Brianna sat beside her, not too close. "Remember senior year? After the championship game we celebrated here. You said you'd never felt more free." Bella's mind flashed back. The adrenaline, the stolen embrace. That was then. We're adults now. My family would disown me. Brianna nodded, pain etched in her features. "Mine did, partially. But I survived. And you? You're stronger than this cage you're building." The words hit hard. Bella's internal monologue raged. "She's right. I've been hiding, pleasing everyone but myself. But the cost, losing my parents' love, facing judgmental stares at work, Ethan's heartbreak. Is love worth that destruction?" They talked for hours, voices low, emotions raw. Brianna shared her journey. Therapy that backfired, moving to NYC for a fresh start as a trainer. "I couldn't stay away knowing you're about to make the same mistake I did." Bella confessed her fears. The pressure from her immigrant parents who saw her marriage as their American dream fulfilled. As the sun dipped, Bella stood. "I need time." But inside, the seed of doubt had sprouted. Returning home, Ethan noticed her distraction. "Everything okay?" She nodded, forcing a smile. That night, sleep evaded her, mind torn between duty and desire. The wedding clock ticked louder, each second a reminder of the choice looming. The following day blurred into a whirlwind of final fittings and vendor calls, but Bella's mind was elsewhere, replaying Brianna's words like a haunting melody. Ethan sensed something off, his usual easygoing demeanor cracking as he asked, "You've been distant. Is it nerves?" Bella brushed it off with a laugh that sounded hollow even to her. Inwardly she agonized. How do I tell him the woman I once loved is back, pulling at threads I thought I'd sewn shut? That afternoon, while Ethan met with groomsmen, Bella's phone rang. Her mother, Elena, calling from their family home in Queens. "Mija, I'm so excited. Ethan's such a good man. Your father and I prayed for this." The praise felt like chains. Bella murmured agreements, but her thoughts screamed. If only you knew the real me, Mom. The daughter who fell for her teammate, who still dreams of her touch. Would you pray for me then or cast me out? Hanging up, guilt compounded. She needed air, space to think. Without planning, her feet led her to Brianna's temporary Airbnb in Brooklyn. A dress gleaned from their park conversation. Knocking felt like betrayal, yet necessary. Brianna opened the door, surprise melting into hope. "Bella." They sat on the worn couch, tension palpable. "I can't stop thinking about what you said," Bella admitted, voice barely above a whisper. "But Ethan, he's innocent in this." Brianna leaned forward, eyes intense. "And us? Were we innocent when we hid? Society forced us into shadows, but we don't have to stay there." Bella's mind whirled. "She's challenging everything. My career in marketing, clients are conservative. Coming out could tank promotions. Friends who've only known the straight Bella. But hiding feels like dying slowly." They delved deeper, Brianna sharing stories of post-breakup pain. Failed dates with men, family holidays laced with lies. "My sister knows now," Brianna said. "She supports me, but Dad? He acts like I'm a phase." Bella nodded, relating all too well. Her own brother had once joked about those gays, unaware of her secret. The conversation turned raw. Accusations flew. "You abandoned me first," Bella accused. "Packed up and left without a fight." Brianna's face crumpled. "I was scared. 19 dependent on them. But I regret it every day." Tears flowed, barriers crumbling. For a moment Bella allowed herself to imagine a life with Brianna, open, free. But reality crashed in, the wedding invitations sent, deposits paid, expectations set. "I have to go," Bella said abruptly, standing. Brianna grabbed her hand. "Don't marry him. It's not fair to any of us." The touch lingered, igniting old sparks. Bella pulled away, fleeing into the street, heart pounding. That evening at a pre-wedding gathering with friends, laughter surrounded her, but she felt isolated. Ethan pulled her aside. "Talk to me. What's wrong?" Panic rose. She couldn't lie forever. "Just stress," she mumbled. But inwardly, "If I confess, it'll destroy him. He's planned our future house in the suburbs, kids. Am I selfish for wanting more?" Sleep came fitfully, dreams mixing wedding vows with Brianna's pleas. Morning brought resolve. She had to confront her family. Over brunch with her parents, Bella tested waters. What if someone in our family was different? Like gay? Her father, Carlos, frowned. "Why ask that? God made us man and woman." Elena added, "It's a sin, Mija. We'd love them but pray they change." Bella's stomach dropped. "They see it as broken. If I choose Brianna, I'll lose them." The weight pressed harder. Meanwhile, Brianna wasn't idle, she texted. "I found a support group here. Come with me tonight?" No pressure. Temptation tugged. Bella agreed, sneaking out after Ethan fell asleep. The group met in a community center in Chelsea, a safe space for LGBTQ women. Stories shared mirrored her own. Family rejection, internal shame. One woman spoke of leaving her fiancé for authenticity. Bella's thoughts raced. That's me. But the pain in her eyes, the lost relationships, financial struggles. Is that my future? Brianna sat beside her, offering silent support. After they walked the High Line, city lights twinkling. "See? We're not alone," Brianna said. Bella nodded, vulnerability surfacing. "I'm terrified." Brianna stopped, facing her. "Me too. But together." The implication hung heavy. Bella's mind debated. This could be real. But at what cost? Ethan's trust, my family's bond. Back home, Ethan waited up. "Where were you?" Suspicion laced his tone. Bella fabricated a work emergency. Hate for the lie burning. The web tightened. The next day, crisis escalated. Brianna called, frantic. "My parents found out I'm here. They're flying in to talk sense into me." Bella's pulse raced. "What? How?" "I told my sister," she slipped. Now families converged, amplifying pressure. Bella met Brianna at a coffee shop, strategies forming. "We can't let them dictate," Brianna urged. But inwardly Bella questioned. "Am I ready for this war?" As they plotted, Ethan's text arrived. "We need to talk." Seriously. Dread filled her. The confrontation loomed, choices crystallizing. That night, Bella confessed partially to Ethan. "I'm having doubts." His face fell. "About us?" Tears welled. "About everything." He pressed for details, but she held back, the full truth too explosive. "Give me space," she pleaded. Alone in the guest room, Bella's internal storm raged. "I've hurt him already. If I choose Brianna, it's betrayal. If I stay, it's self-betrayal. Which is worse?" The moral quandary gnawed, sleep elusive. Dawn brought no answers, only more tension as Brianna's parents arrived, booking a hotel nearby. Brianna messaged. "They're demanding I come home single or not at all." Bella's response. "Fight them." But her own hypocrisy stung. The high noon of decision approached, stakes skyrocketing. Ethan's patience frayed as Bella's evasions mounted, culminating in a heated argument in their living room. "You're hiding something," he accused, voice rising. "Is there someone else?" Bella's heart seized. The truth hovered on her lips, but fear clamped them shut. Inwardly, "If I say yes, it's over. But lying erodes us both." "It's not that simple," she stammered. Ethan paced, frustration boiling. "We've planned this for a year. Families flying in, everything set. If you're backing out, say it. Tears streamed down Bella's face. I love you, but maybe not enough. The admission hung like a guillotine. Ethan's eyes widened in shock, then pain. What does that mean? Before she could respond, his phone rang, work pulling him away. This isn't done, he warned, slamming the door. Alone, Bella collapsed, mind reeling. I've damaged the one person who's been kind. Society praises straight love like ours, but it's a facade for me. Brianna's text arrived. Parents here. Dinner tonight. Come support. Temptation ward with caution. Bella went, arriving at the upscale Italian restaurant where Brianna's family waited. Mr. and Mrs. Harlow sat stiffly, their Midwestern conservatism clashing with NYC's vibrancy. Brianna introduced Bella as an old friend, but suspicion flickered in their eyes. Over pasta, the interrogation began. Why NYC now? Mr. Harlow demanded. Brianna straightened. To live authentically. Mrs. Harlow's fork clattered. You mean that? Phase. We sent you to therapy. Bella's blood boiled inwardly. Phase? It's who she is. But speaking up risks exposure. Brianna pushed back. It's not a phase, Mom. I'm gay. And I'm in love with someone. The table froze. Mr. Harlow's face reddened. Not under our roof. Come home or you're cut off. Brianna's voice trembled but held. I'd rather be poor and true. Pride swelled in Bella, but so did terror. This could be my future table talk. As dessert came, Bella excused herself, whispering to Brianna, You're brave. Outside they huddled. They'll never accept, Brianna sighed. Bella nodded. Mine won't either. The shared pain bonded them deeper. That night, Bella returned to an empty apartment, Ethan at a bar with friends nursing wounds. She called her best friend Sarah, spilling fragments. I'm confused about the wedding. Sarah probed gently. Is it cold feet or something more? Bella hinted at identity struggles but stopped short. Inwardly, even friends might judge. Society's whispers. She seemed normal. The isolation crushed. Morning brought escalation. Ethan's mother called, concerned. He says you're distant. Everything okay? Bella assured her, falsely, guilt compounding. Then Brianna arrived unannounced, eyes red from family fallout. They left, disowning me verbally. Bella pulled her inside, comfort turning to confession. I told Ethan I have doubts. Brianna's hope ignited. Does that mean? Bella hesitated. I don't know. Their talk deepened, exploring Malthuan Dao Duk. Is pursuing happiness selfish if it hurts others? Bella's mind debated. Ethan's pain versus my lifelong regret. Brianna argued for authenticity, sharing articles on coming out later in life. As evening fell, Ethan returned, catching them mid-conversation. Who's this? Tension exploded. Brianna introduced herself awkwardly. Ethan's eyes narrowed. The teammate? From college. Realization dawned. Oh God. The room crackled. Bella stepped forward. We need to talk alone. Brianna left reluctantly. Ethan demanded truth. Are you with her? Bella's voice broke. I was. And maybe still am. The betrayal hit like a storm. Ethan yelled. How long? Before me. No, Bella insisted. But feelings lingered. He stormed out, leaving Bella shattered. Inwardly, I've lost him. Was honesty worth this agony? Calls from his family followed, accusations flying. Bella's parents sensed trouble, calling incessantly. She dodged, but pressure mounted. Brianna offered solace via text. We'll face this together. But doubt crept. Is she worth the wreckage? The next day, work became a battlefield. Colleagues noticed her distraction. Rumors swirling about the troubled bride. A client meeting tanked, her focus gone. Inwardly, coming out here could end my career climb. Society's ladder favors the normal. Brianna faced her own fallout. Job offers rescinded after family interference. They met in a park, sharing war stories. We're paying the price, Brianna said. Bella nodded. But for what? Freedom. The question lingered. As wedding eve approached, Bella's brother arrived, adding layers. Mom says you're off. Spill. Bella confessed partially. Identity crisis. He hugged her. Whatever it is, I'm here. A glimmer of allyship. But full truth? Risky. That night, Brianna proposed. Run away with me. Start fresh. Temptation peaked. Bella's mind raced. Abandon all? Or salvage the mess? The choice teetered, high stakes palpable. Wedding day dawned with chaos, vendors buzzing, family arriving, but Bella's world spun in slow motion. Ethan hadn't returned calls since the blow-up, his side of the bed cold. Inwardly, I've pushed him away, perhaps forever. Is this the cost of truth? Her phone buzzed. Brianna, I'm outside your building. We can leave now. Panic and exhilaration mixed. Bella dressed in sweats, sneaking out past relatives. They drove to a quiet diner in Queens, away from the frenzy. This is insane, Bella said, coffee trembling in her hand. Brianna nodded. But necessary. Marrying him would trap you. Bella's thoughts churned. She's right, but the guilt, abandoning guests, humiliating Ethan publicly. Society will label me flaky or worse, confused. Over eggs, they planned. Short-term hideout in Brianna's Airbnb, then perhaps upstate for breathing room. But reality intruded. Bella's phone exploded with texts. Where are you? From her maid of honor. Ceremony and hours. Ignoring them felt like treason. Brianna squeezed her hand. This is our chance. Warmth spread, but doubt lingered. Am I running toward love, or from responsibility? Back at the apartment, they packed hastily. Ethan burst in mid-process, face ashen. You're leaving? With her. The confrontation erupted. Yes, Bella admitted, voice steady despite terror. Ethan's eyes filled with betrayal. I loved you. Thought we had a future. We did, Bella whispered. But not the one I need. He pleaded. Think of our families, the life we built. Bella's mind screamed. He's echoing my fears. The moral tug-of-war intensified, duty versus self. Brianna intervened gently. She deserves happiness. Ethan glared. And I don't. The standoff broke Bella's heart anew. Ethan left, slamming the door. Calls from her parents followed. What's happening? Guests are here. Bella's voice cracked, explaining. I'm not marrying Ethan. Shocked silence, then outrage. Why? He's perfect. Inwardly, because I'm not who you think. But coming out now? Too raw. She hung up, tears flowing. Brianna held her. We'll get through. But the price mounted. Friends unfollowing on social media, whispers of scandal. That afternoon, they fled to Brooklyn, holing up. News spread. Bride bolts on wedding day. Bella's inbox filled with judgments. Selfish, immature. Society's backlash stung. Inwardly, they don't know the internal war, the years of suppression. Brianna shared her own scars. When I came out, friends ghosted. But I found better ones. Hope flickered. Days blurred into hiding, takeout, deep talks. Bella confronted her family via video. I'm gay. Brianna and I are together. Her mother's tears. How could you? We raised you better. Father's silence cut deeper. You're no daughter of mine. The disownment hit like a freight train. Bella sobbed. I knew, but it hurts. Brianna comforted. Give them time. But inwardly, Bella questioned. Was this worth the fracture? Ethan's message arrived. I deserve better. Goodbye. Closure. Painful but needed. Work emailed. Take time off, we'll discuss. Subtext. Your drama affects us. The professional toll loomed. Yet, with Brianna, moments of joy emerged. Walks hand in hand, free from hiding. This is us, Brianna said. Bella agreed, but shadows lingered. The mouth wan, gaining love, losing kin. Weeks passed. They rented a small apartment in the village, symbol of new beginnings. Bella sought therapy, unpacking years of internalized homophobia. Society drilled it in, she told the counselor. Progress came slowly. Brianna found a coaching job, defiant against odds. But backlash persisted. Online trolls, family radio silence. Bella's brother reached out secretly. I support you. Mom's struggling. A bridge fragile. Highs and lows intertwined. Romantic dinners laced with worry. One night, argument flared. You pushed me into this. Bella accused. Brianna countered. You chose. Truth. Mutual pull, shared blame. Reconciliation deepened bonds. As months turned, awakening dawned. Bella volunteered at LGBTQ centers, helping others navigate similar paths. Your story inspires, a teen said. Purpose from pain. Brianna reconciled partially with her sister, small victories. Yet the debate raged inwardly. Right choice? Happiness bloomed, but scars remained. Society evolved slowly. Pride parades, legal wins, but personal battles endured. Bella reflected. The damage to Ethan, family rifts. Worth it for authenticity? The question haunted. Integration into their new life brought tentative peace, but undercurrents of unrest persisted. Bella landed freelance marketing gigs, dodging corporate judgment, while Brianna thrived coaching youth soccer, channeling past passions. Mornings started with coffee and quiet affirmations. We're building something real. But evenings often devolved into reflections on losses. Do you regret? Brianna asked one night, staring at the ceiling. Bella paused. Parts yes. The hurt I caused. Inwardly, Ethan's face that day still haunts. Was my happiness built on his ruin? Society's narrative praised perseverance in traditional relationships. Ours was rebellion. Family outreach trickled. Bella's mother sent a hesitant text. Thinking of you. Hope sparked but caution reigned. They need time, Brianna advised. Bella nodded but doubt festered. Will acceptance come, or perpetual divide? Professional hurdles mounted. A potential client backed out after Googling the wedding scandal. Reputation matters, they said. Bella fumed inwardly. Hypocrites. Straight affairs get passes, ours? Taboo. Brianna faced similar. Parents blocking her inheritance. Money's not love, she shrugged, but strain showed. Their relationship deepened amid trials, supportive gestures, honest dialogues. We fought for this, Brianna reminded during low moments. Bella agreed, warmth overriding fear. Community embraced them. Friends from support groups, allies at events. A pride march solidified. We're visible now. Empowerment surged. Yet, ethical quandaries lingered. Bella dreamed of apologies to Ethan families. She drafted letters unsent. Sorry for the pain, one read. Inwardly, does regret negate choice? As a year passed, turning points emerged. Bella's brother visited, bridging gaps. Mom's softening, he shared. Reconciliation tentative but possible. Brianna's family remained distant, a wound unhealed. Success stories inspired. Bella published an anonymous essay on coming out, resonating widely. Your words helped, readers messaged. Impact from adversity. But shadows, occasional stares in public, subtle discriminations. Society's not fully there, Brianna noted. Bella concurred, resolve hardening. Their love, tested by fire, endured. Intimate conversations, shared dreams. No fairy tale but authentic. Reflecting on the journey. Shocks, betrayals, awakenings. Bella pondered. The path was fraught, choices debatable. In the end, as they walked hand in hand through Central Park, revisiting their spot, peace settled. But the core question remained, sparking endless debate. Was sacrificing family ties and stability for personal truth ultimately the right decision?